Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. I am the Mysterious JG, and all of the videos so far were part of one marathon recording session. Would you believe it? So this is the first chance I've had to respond to anybody's comments on just the first 3 or 4 videos. Sorry about that, but that's the way this LP is going to go probably. It's going to be a series of, like, when I can play, I'm going to record a whole bunch of videos at one time. So... And as always, I stagger the release, so it's not really going to be the best interactivity I've ever had, but I still always appreciate the comments and suggestions and blah blah blah. And yeah, so it was many videos, and this is the first video, for example, that I've recorded since finding out that Illusive, ILLUSIVE, actually is a word, despite all my snarky comments about it. It's a word that basically is like a sort of an adjective kind of form of illusory, or like it's based on it's a form of the word illusion. So the idea that he's the elusive man would mean that he's like, not that he's elusive as Robert Denby, but that, you know, he operates in illusions and falsehoods and misdirections. Doesn't really make him seem like somebody you'd want to work for, but he does seem to be on the right side of the current conflict, where it says the Citadel and even the not just the Citadel races like the Turians and the Asari and the Solarians, but even our own human confederation, whatever the heck we are, seems to be ignoring the fact that human colonies are going missing, and obviously these big bad new villains called Collectors are responsible. In the meantime, let's go back to Omega. I don't believe that we ever actually left, but when we go to the ship, we automatically are no longer docked, so... Or maybe I could have gone to the exit manually and gone out and we wouldn't see this cinematic, but it appears that we just got Dr. Morden Solos working for us and then decided immediately, oh well, let's screw it, let's just take off, fly around in space near Omega. Oh wait, we weren't done at Omega? Let's go back to Omega. Listening to Edie is a good idea. I don't listen to real women, why would I listen to robo-women? I'm kidding, folks. Women are smart. Listen to the ladies. They are half the population, they must have some good ideas. So, we got Morden. Take him out for a spin, because he's our new character. He's the new hotness. And, you know what, let's keep the sexiness at a minimum here, and go with 2 dudes. I'll leave Jacob behind. I believe in order to get squad mates loyal, you need to get them to tell you about a loyalty mission that you can go on, and then completing that mission will make them loyal. But I think in order to get that, you just talk to them. It's not about doing a certain number of missions. So I'm not all that worried about using everybody evenly, and I like Zaid, so let's use Zaid. Should probably use Jacob occasionally. For both Zaid and Kasumi, we already know their loyalty missions, because we didn't do... Usually there's 2 missions, one to recruit them and one to get them to be loyal. In their cases... No, we didn't have to do missions to get them. Same, of course, with Jacob and Miranda. They're our starting characters. So, like, right off the bat, you can make Zaid loyal by doing his mission as soon as you've recruited him, and then you never have to talk to him again, and he will be considered loyal. For that reason, it'd probably be a good idea to bring Jacob along, just in case that figures into whether or not you can... Ah, screw it. I'm taking Zaid. Stop thinking about it so much. I'm planning to do a more or less 100% clear, and I intend to try to keep everybody alive. Alright, so we leveled up again, which means we can now max out our passive skills, our passive operative thingy. So we have to decide if we're going to be an assassin or an agent. Assassin has your focus in sniper zoom is enhanced, and you receive a damage bonus to all weapons and powers. Sounds good to me. Sniper slowdown 60% for 2.25 seconds. And we get plus 70% to stuff. This gives us a better boost to our Paragon Renegade. So our health goes up more. Weapon damage goes up, but not as much. So we get all the same stuff. Oh, it's a difference of 0.25 seconds. It's the same stuff, and they tweak which ones get the most. Like our weapon damage would go up. You know what? Screw it. The most obvious one to me is going to be the speed at which we fill up Paragon Renegade meter. But I really don't think we're in any danger of not filling that thing up. We get a power damage boost as an assassin, a power duration boost as an agent. And since we are using AI hacking, that might be good. Oh, fuck it, I'll just go with the one. I probably don't need to worry about it, but just in case, just to get my blue dialogue power as fast as possible, I'll go with this one. And the passive combat boosts are slightly less good. We have our ultimate mercenary warlord guy going. He doesn't get Inferno Grenade, which sucks, as we've noticed, until he's loyal. Because Inferno Grenade is the power I took, and I'm realizing now that I was worried I didn't have him because I couldn't get Impact Shot, but Impact Shot is not his special skill. Yeah, Inferno Grenade is stupid. I mean, I'm not getting a whole lot of use out of it. Somebody pointed out in the comments, and I think I knew this and had sort of forgotten, that you can retrain and get a new power. You just have to spend some of your resources. But I don't know, I might do that eventually. I don't care. I don't feel like I am really lacking for things to spend skill points on with Shepard. And here's Morden, a Solarian. The first Solarian character that we ever get to play as in the Mass Effect games. And well, we don't play as him. He's a squad mate. Mild spoilers, we do not have a Solarian squad mate in Mass Effect 3, so he is the only Solarian we ever have in the Mass Effect series, at least as it stands now. And Mass Effect made enough money that everyone's pretty sure they'll bring it back in some form, but Mass Effect 3 pretty much once and for all wraps up the story of Shepard anyway. So he has Neural Shock, which is a fun skill, but we don't have his loyalty yet, although I will probably 4 points into it when we do get it. But as ever, I like to go for the passive stuff first. So he is a Solarian scientist. Do we want a Solarian genius or Solarian savant? A genius. Super genius. Morden's technical breakthroughs further increase the strength of his shields. Health bonus, weapon damage bonus, shields bonus. And then Savant, study of ballistics, physics, and shock trauma increases his weapon damage. I think he's one of the more... Well, he gets the health bonus either way. I think he's one of the more frail characters. But... fuck it, I'll boost his weapon damage. I'm going to be consistent and do that pretty much with everybody. So I'll boost Incinerate, which means that the next time I level, you'll be able to get Cryoblast. And we're good. They pretty much pick their own weapons. And they usually pick something that's pretty good. Like, you would have to go in and... Oh, I didn't actually mean to... Yeah, you would have to go in and make a point of... S92 sniper rifle. You would have to make a point of forcing them to pick a weapon other than the one that the AI defaults to thinking is the best.
Quarantine reports. The plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard.
Cool.
Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
I have also
wondering
accessed
if he would say
messages
something.
between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
And as you may have guessed, folks, that's why I haven't left Omega yet. I figure while we're here, we'll get the other mercenary that you recruit with a mission from here. Wonderful power. Lost power! Relax in your own room. Yeah, so I was... They're usually pretty good about that kind of thing. But yeah, if you have Morden in your party, he actually breaks in and says something there when the plague is being discussed.
If you were expecting you, you'd be inside.
Talk to Gavron, whoever that is. Gavron is a Turian.
While I've been standing here.
So, I heard a human went into the plague zone. Then I found out about a lot of dead Vorcha down there. You know anything about this?
So the Paragon path is to lie?
Dead Vorcha? No. Don't know anything about that.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, my job just got a whole lot easier.
Was he the guy that they were talking about before? Gav won't do any more killing, not till Gavorn. I don't know. I don't remember what was up, but let's chat with him. I guess we were supposed to talk to him before that mission. We might even got something out of it, but...
What's your job here exactly?
I'm supposed to keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Arya's sight. That's about it. Not much for me to do anymore. But the way those Vorcha breed, I'll have something to do soon enough.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
Are we all to be racist now, Father? Admittedly, they've made the Forja, like... It's weird for a game that has such a strong theme in the first game about different races coming together and working together, and it's a really strong anti-racism message. Then in this game, they basically invent a race that, like, tests your ability to look upon all the sentient races as being equal. It's a little weird.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
Can you even see me over here?
You can't see me. Who are you? You are a Blue Sun mercenary, I believe, from the uniform. The Blood Pack guys usually wear red, the Blue Suns wear blue, and the Eclipse usually wear yellow to make it easy. And those are your three major important mercenaries. Oh god, it guy's getting... It's like, if we can't talk to them, I don't really want to hear from them. Hey, there's Kylan.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
We don't see eye to eye to eye to eye, Eamon.
Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. You never get a Batarian crew member either. So it's got more good guy points. Don't really know what happens if you pick a fight with them. You probably fight them and kill them. And the wisest, most psychically gifted race in the galaxy are generally strippers. Oh, talk to Zaid.
Got stupid one night. Long story short, tempers flared, followed by pistols. We all got out, except my buddy Narco. Places like this are slaughterhouses, dressed as nightclubs. I shit you not.
I accept the fact that you are not shitting me. Talk to Anto.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
I really want to talk to Arya though, so. The map will probably tell me where to go if I want a merc recruiter. Yeah, there you go, see? Forgot, I'm not in a mission, so I actually do have a map that works.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next?
I'm the first human
look like you
inspector.
could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Okay, I guess he doesn't know who I am, that's fine.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
I'd like to come,
This is the place.
make a commercial for your
Standard fee is
mercenary
500
organization.
credits each. You
Blue
get
Suns
paid
are
when
my
the
favorite
job's
mercenary
done.
group
If
on
you
a
die,
bit.
your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered.
500
And
credits
no,
is
this does
nothing in
not
this
make
game.
you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Seriously, that's like no money, and they don't provide you any gear. It's really not a very good plan. I mean, well, it's not a good, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not a good deal.
Why are the mercs working together to
I
take
guess
down
it's just in
Archangel?
theory you can make a good impression on them
Haven't
if you're
been
trying
on
to kill them.
Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses
Sounds like a
are tired of
Spectre.
losing credits. And men.
And the ladies, not forget the ladies. None of us would be here without our mothers.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you
Well,
when you get
Archangel
there.
is up on the
Last I
Archangel.
heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
Apparently Archangel is like Allura and is setting traps all over a castle.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
Yep.
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits.
Not very.
Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Good point.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
Yeah.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
Perfect. Just lines on a map.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters
Everyone
at
just
him, we'll get
talking
him
down to
eventually.
Forja.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses.
I thought you just kind of in the
I can't tell
background
you
like, oh,
exactly
we're
where you're
gonna
going,
move along here.
But we'll get you there.
And Morden hadn't said anything for a long time. He's really chatty, except when he's not supposed to be
Where
talking
do we
at all.
go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Ain't nobody would.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
Wow. Are you talking to me? A guy who signs people up? Are you going to answer this guy? Oh well.
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
Yeah, you know enough to get yourself killed.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
When you somehow become aware that you would have died had you gone on the mission, but whatever. Morden, anything? Nothing? No. I just figured that the Blue Suns would never recruit him. I mean, they're a mercenary organization at heart. They're not going to take an underage kid. Okay, so now we got to go to the transport hub, which is... Alright, it's back at the entrance.
Give me another drink,
Do you poison humans? See, you do not get renegade points for being a drunk, so that's good. Damn it, still purple stuff. Where's the Sunny D? Look, there's flames.
Come on, let me in.
Unicom? It's UCOM. UCOM has ordered that there will be an end to all killing, or you will be killed. Mystery Science Theater, folks. I'm Blue Sun's driver. What are you doing?
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
I'm ready not to be annihilated like you, freelancer. So it's like a brain stem? I don't understand what this base is supposed to be about. Mercenary bosses and other powerful enemies have multiple defenses you strip away in order to kill them. Ha, kill you. So remember, folks, we've been told to go recruit Archangel, and, well, I guess I'll take Jacob this time. Nah, forget it. Jacob. I guess it didn't matter how I chose my squad before. When if I go into a debate about it again, that'll just be madness. More than you gonna talk here at all, or no?
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight.
He's speaking, of course, to Morton.
They tell you what we're up against?
No, I went through all the dialogue options.
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground. But he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
Sounds pretty neat.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in?
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it.
You look like you
Head
can
up to the
handle
boulevard
suicide.
and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Katka. He'll tell you when to go in.
So we went from Mass Effect, where you don't get any Batarians except for DLC, and this game's like everywhere.
So the bridge is the only way to his hideout.
Exactly. Archangel collapsed all the underground passageways and sealed the doors to the lower levels. We've got teams digging, but it's taking too long. If they can get the gunship
What's the
flying
rush?
again,
You've got
that'll
him
help.
trapped.
But I'm hoping the infiltration
Why don't you
team
just
will
wait for
finish
him
the
to
job and we
starve?
can all go home.
They were using a gunship to take out one guy?
Seriously.
Yeah, and Archangel shut it down. He didn't destroy it, but he knew just where to hit it to disable it. It wasn't even a fair fight. At least not for us.
Guy sounds pretty badass. I'm looking forward to actually getting this guy on my team. I'm sure once he's on my team, he'll be just as frail and useless as everyone else, but as long as he's being described purely in plot terms, it's like the best ever.
Where's the infiltration team now?
On the far side of the bridge near his hideout, but they can't get any closer without being seen.
Yeah, how did they get across the bridge?
How'd they get that close without being seen?
Did it
More
involve Tarek?
distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel busy. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge, so he doesn't find them and wipe them out.
Sort of wasn't listening at all to any of that. What else can you tell me about Archangel? What kind of guy is he interested in? Before you started wrestling, what
do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other merc bosses have been dealing with him for a while now.
Yo,
But
talk
don't be
to them.
surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
It's like, go talk to them, but they won't talk
I
to
better
you.
go find Sergeant Katka.
Good idea.
Sergeant Catheter.
Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Because remember, all these guys we're talking to now are going to become our enemies as soon as we're actually fighting alongside Archangel. Because I am assuming that he will join us willingly once we meet him. Probably, though, on the condition that we get him out of this alive.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
Good point. So let's save our game now that we're in. Now that we're hanging around in a spot where we could get cut off from loots.
As the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise.
Dirty
I don't
Solari.
expect much
Oh,
from the
hey,
freelancers.
sorry, I forgot
When
there
they
more.
fail, we're up next. The light mechs go in first. If that's not enough, we send in the heavy. Be prepared.
Derek, I've spoken to Garm, and he and his men are on board. Assuming this operation is successful, we can count on high morale and extensive buy-in from the men. From the losses we've already taken, possibility exists that we won't have the men needed to continue on to the next objective. It's clear, though, that none of our organization would be ready to move on Aria without the assistance of the other two, Jerath. Okay, so the merc groups are planning to take out Aria, and we want to deliver this news to her, because for some reason we've decided we want to work for support her. She'd be somehow better than these mercs taking over.
You need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself? I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
What do you know about
Guy
Archangel?
told me you know about
His
Archangel.
life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around. You'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous.
I didn't
We've
think
got
that
him
any of
cornered.
these
He
guys
won't be
were
making
mercenaries.
fools
I
of
guess
us
there were a
much.
few in the first game.
Can I assist you further?
I want the truth. You can't
Where did
have
he
the
come
truth,
from?
human.
Who is he?
Where did he
Even
come from?
his
Where did
team
he go?
didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
Why were Eclipse on Omega in the first place?
Since you care so much, Eclipse
And I feel
controls
like
almost
telling you,
20%
even though
of
there's no
Omega.
reason I should.
Our transports and mechs keep the EZO moving.
Sounds very organized.
Eclipse runs like a well-oiled machine, but Omega is anything but organized. It's a constant battle for control. Then Archangel comes along and complicates things even more.
Why does Archangel give you so much trouble?
Ask him. I'm just here to make as much money as I can. We didn't come to Omega to be constrained by laws and regulations. He'll regret ever coming to Omega, I promise you.
You're looking kind of red in the face. Are you angry?
Seems like this is personal for you.
He raided one of my transports last month, killed 2 of my best operatives. One of them was my brother, so yes, it's pretty damn personal.
Gotcha.
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack?
Why am I still talking to you?
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
You might get lucky and you might get laid.
So you're just gonna hide here while the freelancers get killed?
Precisely. You're paid to be a distraction, nothing more. Whether you survive or not is up to you.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
I'm gonna go die. Oh, we got a codec on the Eclipse. You guys, codex. You guys feel like learning about the Eclipse?
Immediately following, the reclusive tycoon calling himself the Elusive
Oh, they actually
Man
have
is a
write-ups
human
for these.
nationalist focused on advancing human interests, whatever the cost to non-humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic, posing a serious threat to galactic security.
Sure.
A mysterious maverick, to say the least.
He's a maverick. It's John
Elusive Man
McCain.
heads the Cerberus network. Dubbed the Elusive Empire by investigators, Cerberus is an allegedly untraceable syndicate of private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, engineering and scientific research teams, and lucrative front companies.
Yeah, whatever.
Brainchild of Asari Commando Jonas Sideris, Eclipse was incorporated as a proactive security company. Influenced by Asari and Solarian military doctrine, Eclipse specializes in sabotage, assassination, and personal and organizational security.
Kind of reading ahead here.
Although Citadel governments regard the corporation with suspicion, it's embraced in the Skillian Verge and Terminus systems. Early on, Sideris sought government contracts to establish market.
So they're basically a mercenary group that pretends to be legitimate. That's okay. Alright, it's time to become the code breaker guy. Thingy. Okay. Ah, damn it! I was trying to go up to. Well, anyway. Full access credits, baby. And I gotta get in the habit of saving before going into those mini games. At this point, I still believe I can back out. So, grab some element 0. Can hack this thing for extra fun. Bypass its friend foe ID means it will start attacking its allies, who will then attack it.
That should slow him down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyone who activates that thing will get blown the hell up. Friend or foe.
The light mech, apparently I'm not bothering with. I believe that door probably takes us out. There was a little sort of corner of the world we didn't bother to interact with before, and I want to see what's going on there. These guys. I don't think we can actually go up there. They're just sort of shooting around. Okay, this is decorative. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to interact with it, so. Okay. Never mind. We did what we were supposed to do. Well, they told us Wasn't there 2 objectives we were going to try to complete before we, I remember that we were supposed to mess with the big, Anybody else in here we can talk to? Is there? No. Supposed to mess with the big mech before we went, and it's nice that it wasn't guarded or anything. Oh, cool. We get to come in and chat with these guys, too. This is the Blood Pack. They presumably don't know who we are and what we were doing in the last mission, or they'd be pissed. The fact that the Vorcha are Blood Pack, there were Krogan who were fighting with the Vorcha, because that's just... Normally when you fight Vorcha, they're Blood Pack mercenaries. And even though in that mission it was supposed to be just Vorcha, they threw in some Krogan anyway and didn't explain why they were immune from the plague. Let's talk to Garm. Maybe he can explain. I doubt it, though.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know.
What caused you to
I'm
change so
stuck
much?
here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
But, although I'm being portrayed as really mean and impatient, I'm going to give you permission to ask me a bunch of many questions.
When did the Blood Pack attack?
Damn
Blood Pack
wants us
attack.
to wait.
Blood Pack attack.
I
That should be like a
hate
t-shirt.
waiting. But he says the Sons have a plan, and they don't want us getting in their way. We're supposed to wait until the Eclipse send their mechs. We'll see.
Okay.
Why are the Blood Pack on Omega?
We're the muscle on this bloody station. You need protection or want someone removed, talk to us.
Yeah, that's right, boss. Yeah,
The Blood Pack are everywhere on Omega. Everybody loves us, and everybody hates us.
That makes sense. Alright, well. My timer is done, which means that it's, without having actually done anything, as far as combat goes, it's time to end the video. When we come back, we will continue our conversation with the charming and lovable Garm, leader of the Blood Pack. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.